Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. We're Kevin and Shara. If you're new here, we've always shared a deep love for travel. For a long time, standard vacations just weren't cutting it anymore. We didn't want to just fly over places. We wanted to experience every single mile between destinations. So we made a choice that changed everything. We tracked down and bought our absolute dream rig, a Toyota Troop Carrier, lovingly known as a Troopy. It's not just a vehicle, it's our ticket to total freedom. Now we're putting it to the ultimate test. We left our comfort zone in Utah and pointed the Troopy north. Our master plan? Drive through Canada all the way to the edge of Alaska, but that's just chapter 1. Now we're turning around and driving all the way south, crossing through the landscapes of Mexico, navigating Central America, and pushing all the way down to the tip of South America. We're documenting the entire overland journey right here. The epic campsites, the border crossings, the mechanical struggles, and the incredible people we meet along the way. So if you love overlanding and seeing the world through a different lens, hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the Traveling Troopy. Alright, we just got through the immigration for Nicaragua. It was a hassle. First of all, you have to sign papers to get out of Honduras into Nicaragua at their customs and border. And then you go a little bit further to the Nicaragua side, sign the same exact paper for Nicaragua to come in. They sent us to immigration, which, since we're camping in a car, we didn't have a exact location, which we didn't know we were going to need, and there was no signal at the window. So the guy behind the window was frustrated, but he ended up just looking up an address that said we could camp there. Just made one up for us. Fine. We could have done that before we got there, but we didn't know. Then they sent us back to a place where they inspected our car, and Kevin knew that you couldn't bring a drone. We did not know you cannot bring in walkie-talkies. We had them right by our front seats. So they took the walkie-talkies out and sent us to another window. I don't know what the name of it was, but basically wrote us up for trying to smuggle in walkie-talkies and confiscated our walkie-talkies, which stinks.
Because they were very good walkie-talkies too.
And they were expensive, so those are gone. And they also wrote on our paper, we have a drop-down table on the outside of our car that does not come off, that also has tracks on it if we get stuck in the mud. They wrote us up for that because it appears to be something close to a backboard that they use in the ambulances. So the first guy was serious about it, wrote it up. The second guy kind of rolled his eyes and laughed and said, okay. Anyways, got through that window. Probably took 40 minutes at that window. Got to the next window where people are directing us which window to go to because we have no idea, and there's no signs. It just says Ventanilla and then Aduana. There's no like particular name for each window. And by the way, the Spanish down here is different than Guatemala and Mexico, and I'm having a very difficult time understanding it, so I'm getting very frustrated.
If it had been me going through,
alone, speaking English,
5 hours.
Probably. It's fine. I actually had the guy at one of the windows talking to Google Translate, and he did it, and then he started giggling and said he was embarrassed, which I thought was kind of funny. Anyhow, got to that window because this guy directed us to this window. Here's where you need to go. So we're standing there, and the guy tells me my computer's down. You have to wait. Okay. Almost an hour. And I noticed after some time that the guy behind me moved to the other window. So I asked the guy, is that window the same office? And he says, yes. And I'm thinking, 10 people have been through that window, and I have no idea. So we could have been done in 20 minutes, but all right, just as he says that, the computer starts to work. So we hand in our passports and our driver's license and the car title and the infraction for the walkie-talkies. For the fourth time. And he's working on it furiously, and the power goes out in the middle. So now we have to wait for the power to come back on and the computer to reboot. and he has to start over. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile,
And then it happened again.
yes, and then it happened again. And meanwhile, I've been standing on my feet for over an hour staring at this man who, by the way, looked like a Hispanic Mr. Bean. And yeah, and then the guy behind him who had left, you know, at the beginning, frustrated and was slamming papers around, was grateful, was not helping me. All of a sudden thought everything was funny and came up to the front and helped us in 5 minutes, and we were done. So, not a pleasant experience at the Nicaraguan border. Now, that being said, everybody was nice there. They were very nice.
Pleasant.
They were very helpful. They were trying their best. I can't even imagine doing that job for a living. We were talking about it as we were at the window, and we were saying how we would slit our wrists. Paperwork, like stacks of it. Oh, worse than the DMV. Anyways, that is our story. That is our time. The Nicaraguan border. And by the way, we don't have to get a tip again because we have Guatemalan plates. So that would have been another office and more money. So we were lucky that way. Anyways, on to Nicaragua and then to Costa Rica. Okay, we are about maybe how many miles from that dirt road we were just on?
10 miles.
10 miles, and we just crossed a border. Kevin and I are always amazed that it feels like the minute you cross a border, either from state to state or country to country, there is this vast change in the landscape. I don't know how that even happens. It's almost like there's a line in the sand, but we were just on that dirt road that looked like a desert. We just crossed the border, and now we're back in what looks like tropical forest again. So I just think that's so interesting. Maybe it's our imagination, but it literally, every time we cross the border, we're always astounded at the difference between one place and the next, like there's a line. So interesting to us. Yes. It's a little parade going on. I don't know what this is, but it looks important. Kevin's waving as if he's in the parade going the opposite way.
That's right.
Good morning. What's the name of the place that we're staying at? They're feeding us breakfast right now, and this is our view from his deck, his house. This nice man we met that owns this place.
A guy from Canada.
From Montreal.
He's been living here since 2011.
Yep.
He built this whole thing.
Yep. That was the place we stayed in right over there last night. This is his house right here.
It's very nice.
And this is what we're enjoying as we eat breakfast, listening to the wind and watching the trees. This is his backyard. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, this is where we stayed last night. It was very nice. Just thought I would show the other parts of the property. It goes all the way down. I think my favorite part was, you can't see it from here because of the sunlight, but there's Kevin loading up the car. He has a whole bamboo tree, forest, clumping, I don't know what you would call it. Beautiful. So we're on this road, and slow down just a minute for me. You can see that the road is actually made of pavers. It's not asphalt. So it's a main road. We're driving towards León, Nicaragua, and I just find that very interesting. Here's a little more authentic look of a city, little small town that we're driving through here in Nicaragua on our way to León.
Very clean, and it's super nice road.
We've been to many different countries, and some are very aware of cleaning up their garbage, and other people are there's just garbage all over the sides of the roads, and we've noticed here that not a lot of garbage on the sides of the roads. Beautiful countryside. We've really enjoyed driving through and seeing the farmland and just the different landscape. It's been a very pretty drive. The name of this town that we're driving through is Alsace. So, like the sauce, which I think is funny. This is a saucy little town. Get it? I think that I need one of these when I get home. Tricycles. That would be fun, wouldn't it? We just stopped to use the restroom, and we hit their version here in Nicaragua of the 7-Eleven, so we got some junk food. We got Cheetos, very good. We got some Doritos. We haven't opened those yet. Of course, we got a Coke Zero. Delicious. Kevin found some corn nuts. And they're, you seeing that? Caramel corn nuts. So, open these babies up. Uh-oh, that was not great. I'll put them in a Ziploc. What do they look like? It tastes like, what's that? Wheat puff cereal with sugar on it?
Wheat puff cereal?
Oh, with a little bit of an aftertaste. Here, try one.
Oh boy. That does taste like one of those wheat puffs.
You know what I'm talking about? What's that called? It's got like a squirrel on the box.
And you cut it so it's just going to go rip right down.
I'm going to have to put it in. I just said I'm going to put it as.
Unbelievable.
I have to put it in a Ziploc bag. I tried to open it one-handed with my teeth.
I could have given her a knife right down the middle. Right down the middle.
Kevin doesn't like that kind of stuff. It gets under his skin. Like nails on a chalkboard. What is that? Sugar puffs?
Sugar puffs.
Are they sugar puffs? Tastes like sugar puffs. Maybe we'll eat it with some milk.
We could totally throw that in a bowl of milk.
What do you think?
I'm eating them with milk.
They're good. A little bit of a South American aftertaste to them, don't you think?
That's good.
They're good, but there's a little aftertaste at the last part of it.
You've become very sensitive.
We're in León, Nicaragua, and you can see all of the lion statues they've got. So we're on the outskirts. We're gonna head into the city center, and we're gonna see the old colonial buildings. This city was started, I think it said in 1500. I'll look it up. But this was one of the first cities in Nicaragua that the Spanish started. And so the architecture is supposed to be really pretty. We're excited. So we're just driving into the city center. This is the streets that lead up to it, and that up ahead, the white building, is the Basilica. This is where we're gonna go look at and walk around for a little bit and eat some lunch, of course. So we're at our first kind of colonial church. So I did a little more research, and the city of León was started in 1524 with Hernan Cordoba from Spain coming here first. And then they had an earthquake in 1610. They lost a lot of the city, and they had to rebuild a little bit. So, oh, look at the wood. I need that in my house. Big wood ceiling like that. It's beautiful. It goes all the way up. Look at the ceiling, Kevin.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
So pretty. I love that. I love these doors too. I want these to be my front doors of my house. So pretty. So Kevin's looking to see what we're going to see next, but here's the front facade of that church. Look at that. That is just... Okay. Let's do it. Alright, we just got here, but I can tell. You can just tell when you get to a city if it's going to be a city you love or not. This place already, Kevin's going to get money at the ATM, is just amazing. This is so great. This is a great city. Come to León. Look at this. Building over here is so cool. Building over here, look at these statues up there. It's so cool. Look at this thing over here. Beautiful. I think we're right in the kind of old city center here. Things are just bustling. I think that's a market over there. I don't know if we'll go to it or not, but let's look over here at this street behind me. Look at this street behind me. Amazing. And then we turn a corner and there's this. And look at this. So beautiful. Welcome to León. We have these lion statues everywhere. Is it you that's gonna get pooped on or me?
You.
Why is it always me?
Because you love it.
Because I seem to be the person, anytime we're out walking and there's a bunch of birds, I always get pooped on, and Kevin never gets pooped on. How many times have I been pooped on, babe?
I've lost count.
Lots. I Googled it once. It said it means that I'm lucky to be blessed by the pigeons. Oh my gosh. This church down here. And that is just beautiful. Walking down to the next church. Down this colorful road. There's a little puddle there.
You thought it was gonna get you?
I like how you backed up.
I'm not a dummy.
It's not your first rodeo, huh?
I know what happens.
Yeah, you've seen it. What are you doing? Getting a trim. One of Kevin's traditions is to get a haircut in new places.
Look at my hair. 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 Look at my hair.
Alright, that was our few hours in León. What'd you think, Kev?
I like it. It's kind of like what Antigua, without any of the infrastructure put in any place. So a lot of old structures that look cool, and I'm sure in the not too distant future this will be a real tourist hotspot.
Yep, they'll clean it all up and what we like to call Disneyfy it, and it'll look like Antigua, which is beautiful, but removes kind of the culture of the people that live here and are making a go at it. So, but that was a really beautiful city.
It doesn't matter. I was teasing.
Oh, we can if they come up.
I just got to clean it for a second so that.
So here we are in León, Nicaragua, and these two gentlemen have been, who are living here right now, and look very fancy on the side of the street. We thought we would have them.
Who gets to do it?
Mi compa. Where? What?
It's your turn.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
pressure's on. You gotta
Don't
get
mess
it.
it up. No, I won't.
I mean, it's not.
Promise.
We're not perfect here, but try to
It's
get it
close.
as straight as you can get it. Okay, I'm gonna hand it to you. And if you just put it on a little bit, we can make sure that there's no little air bubbles, or if it's not straight, we can fix it. Oh, you're doing great. Perfect. Like you had this for a job. This has been your job all these years. That's great. That's okay. That's part of the sticker, you know. So let me see if I can get that. There you go. Thank you. Tell Kevin your name so that we can.
About me? What? Tell me your name. Elder Hernandez.
Where from?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica?
Elder Williams from Idaho. Blackfoot, Idaho.
Blackfoot, Idaho.
That's right.
Close to where we live. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
We got guys just walking across the freeway, little kids. Here's some more. Here's some more little kids. Oh, there's a crosswalk in the middle of the freeway, so it's safer there.
Not really.
Look at this. We got cows on the side of the freeway. We are just coming into Granada. I just thought this was pretty coming in. Babe. Hi, where are you?
In Granada, Nicaragua.
We're right by the big basilica in the center of the city, which is walking down the municipal market in Granada. Look at this. These tend to like break everything down as it's getting dark, so we've seen a couple of people like closing up their shops. But you just walk down the street with the traffic in tow, just going along. That's a cool street. I'm coming. He always checks on me. He's very sweet. He's always making sure I'm safe. And also that I'm not lost, because sometimes I get a little ADD and wander off a little bit. We just bought some churros. So then they have this also. She says it's pina. It's like pineapple. Pina colada.
Let's see.
Try it. Tastes like a dry Hostess pie, pineapple flavor.
Definitely. On meat, crumbled on meat. Here, taste it. It's not bad. It's just it's dry. All right. We also got a churro. This is the Nicaraguan churro.
It's got something in the middle. I was going to turn it into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It tastes like sweet bread with sugar on it, like a little donut.
Actually, that one's good.
That was good, huh?
I'll make a good peanut butter and jelly
It's like
sandwich.
cream cheese in the middle.
That's really good.
Want more? They were 10 Cordobas.
So 50 cents. Well, 35 cents. Let's get like 2 more for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
The parents are working over here. Kids are all down here playing with a phone, papers, having time of their lives. Look at this town. I mean, if you wanted to buy a cheap house, this is it, right? Here you go, Kev, right in the center of Granada. That would be so cool. I wish I could see inside behind the doors, huh? I mean, even what I love are these doors. Doors are so cool.
So here's kind of a unique camp spot for us in Nicaragua. We're just outside of Granada. In fact, you go into Granada, go right down to the ocean or the lake, and take a hard right and go to the very end. We're at the very end. This is like a little tourist spot, although no tourists. And we parked right here. There wasn't a soul here last night. Quiet, no chickens, no dogs fighting. Not a bad camp spot, if you ask me. I like it. Fantastic.
So while we were in Granada yesterday, we bought these churros.
Oh yeah.
It was like a little sweet bread with some sugar. You can see sugar on the outside there.
With
And we
extra
decided-
crunchy peanut butter.
They would be good with peanut butter and jelly. How is it? Pretty good?
Yeah, real good.
So, there you go. That's our new Nicaraguan favorite. PB&J Nicaraguan churros. We're heading out of Nicaragua and towards Costa Rica. There's our Nicaragua flag for reference. And we've hit this really beautiful highway that is been a long stretch of this. It's been really pretty. And we're on the left side of us is Lake Nicaragua. I'll get a video of that if we get closer to it. You can't see it from this road, but just thought it was really pretty with the trees and the shade and just the scenery around us. There's Lake Nicaragua on the side over here through the trees. Been skirting along the edge of it for a little while.
For a long while.
There's Lake Nicaragua on the map. So it's a big lake. Been driving along it for miles now. Kevin's changing money to get some new bills here in Nicaragua.
Yeah, but it's not nueve.
Sí, nuevo.
Nuevo.
Todos igual.
Sí, la billete nuevo.
Sí, billete
Muy bonita.
It's beautiful. Take it home and give us gifts.
Visiting León and Granada is an unforgettable journey through Nicaragua's rich colonial heritage. In Granada, you will fall in love with the preserved, brightly colored Spanish colonial architecture and the iconic yellow cathedral. Meanwhile, in León, it captivates you with its unpolished Baroque classical buildings and the breathtaking white rooftop of its grand cathedral. Together, these two cities are built with charming cobblestone streets and towering historic churches that perfectly capture the soulful heart that is Nicaragua. We cannot wait until we can return. Until then, Nicaragua has our heart.